Alright, this is going to be a weird video as it's a collection of thoughts I'm throwing at a Google Doc while I sit in my school's library hyped up on way too much caffeine. So buckle up and enjoy whatever this video is about to become. For those of you new around here, hi, my name's FCP, I write video essays for some reason instead of going outside. What you are watching this on is actually my second channel, a place where my content that doesn't quite fit the main channel goes, where I can just give more stream of conscious approaches to topics, rather than like carefully memeified video essays. Great, now you know me, so you can now choose to ignore everything I'm about to say if you'd like. I am incredibly concerned with where the internet is going right now. I know, shocker. YouTube man concerned with online interaction. This is a point you have heard over and over. But let me entertain you with the idea that I want to change it. Not by trying to get everyone to change their minds, but by offering them a platform to escape this absolute shitstorm that has evolved from algorithmic construction. Through YouTube, I have gained a decent following through my ideas, diving into nostalgia, art, music, and thoughts that are constantly bouncing around my brain. This is nothing new, nothing revolutionary that's changing the internet, but it did start out that way, which is exactly the point I'm trying to make here. These days, we are caught up in the idea that algorithms feed us more information than what we want to see, which, as Linkerd puts in his excellent analysis video, Let Me Help You Escape the Endless Scroll, which I watched while I was eating lunch, just isn't true. Algorithms are feeding us content that keeps us on the respective platform as long as possible, meaning that rage bait and annoying social media slop has made its way into our feeds just begging to be interacted with. It's why drama is such a sought-after medium, why millions of people flock to not great people on the internet, and why all of us are eventually miserable after a nice doom-scrolling session. We are shackled to our platforms that we once called home, many of which we grew up on. I grew up watching Minecraft videos and slowly watched it descend into rage bait, drama-induced, annoying, edited, littered dumpster fires. Now, this isn't to say that it hasn't had problems throughout the entirety of its lifespan, but what I am saying is that not only are these problems becoming more frequent, but they are also being shown more frequently as well. The reason can largely be blamed on drama videos and algorithms that adhere to whatever people are gossiping about, and to be completely honest, I'm so tired of seeing it. It's not that I necessarily want to abandon these platforms altogether, but I definitely need an escape. Enter in my next point from stage right. Because of my opportunity to somehow end up on your phone screen or whatever you're watching this on, I want to extend an invitation to an escape that might be able to help deter doom scrolling and offer a community that more closely resembles what might be found on the early internet. I have been blessed with a very kind Discord community, one that has found a way to enjoy playing games together, shared art with one another, and talked about hobbies far beyond my silly little YouTube channel. I have made friends on it, seen some incredible artwork, and most of all found an escape that doesn't involve doom scrolling on Instagram. It definitely isn't perfect, but it is something. This is more how I wish the internet was, only wishing that my Discord server was easier to access to those interested. When the internet was first around, I wasn't. I was not part of this world, and my videos certainly weren't ruining people's sense of humor. But through the internet history videos I've watched, speeches given, and general discussions had on online forums, it seems that the early internet was the perfect place for me that I wasn't around for. Back then, people could express their interests carefree and on websites that had loyal, small communities that interacted with one another in a way that was dictated more by a bookmark than by an algorithm trying desperately to get your attention. People had control over what they saw, they could find meaning in what they were saying, and their ideas could be shared to an audience that would actually listen to them, rather than give a little heart to their comment and move on with their lives. This is unfortunately what YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and so many other platforms are like. You leave your like, maybe a witty response, and you dip. You go on to the next post to be shown the same goddamn meme you've seen a million times. With a small community, such that I have come to know, I am given the opportunity to actually talk about interesting subjects with random people and gain insight on topics I never even knew about. Many YouTubers or content creators in general plug their social media platforms to just gain more traction. Everyone knows that by having a Discord server, you can effectively create an echo chamber where people celebrate your content and probably give you more money in the process. And I will be completely transparent in saying that yes, I do have extra ways people can financially support me. I make content as my main source of income. It is my job, and therefore it is important for me to find ways to diversify my monetary input so that when YouTube inevitably finds out that I'm not actually that funny, I don't completely crash and burn. However, That is not my choice in how the Discord server functions. With this server, it is almost completely out of my control what its identity is going to be. I am almost a fly on the wall, watching people interact and mesh in a way that I certainly have no control over simply because it is human nature. Oh, I just hit my mic. I can't control what people talk about, what they do with their free time, and what they choose to share about their interests. I suppose if I really wanted to go the dictator approach and try and confine everything to only be about me, I could certainly try. But what is having an online community about in the first place then? Which this, confining communities, is exactly what I see many YouTubers doing. And I get it. You have to put some rules and restrictions in place so that everything doesn't burn to the ground, but I would much rather offer a space that is genuinely offering an escape for people rather than just a nice little echo chamber to talk about my videos. I made my Discord server with the purpose of getting to know my supporters on a better level than simply reading their comments, because that is the exact problem I've had with so many other social media platforms. You all are people, just as much as me, with your own interests, hobbies, memes, game stories, and more. I want to hear them, I want to appreciate them, and I don't want them to go to waste feeding some stupid algorithm. I don't really know what this video is exactly supposed to say. It's almost teetering between a full-on ad for my Discord server and also a rant about why I hate the internet and want something to actually be done about everything being ruined by algorithms. But if you are still around listening to me complain about this, it is likely that you agree with some of the points I'm saying, which is why I invite you to discuss them. This comment section might work as a temporary place to discuss your thoughts on the internet, but I encourage you that if you are comfortable, come stop by the Discord server and check it out. Maybe play a little Minecraft with us or tune in for one of our movie nights. I don't have the server for me and trying to make my channel do better. I have it around because I want to actually get to know the people who are making my dreams of being a content creator come true. Which, if you want to know more about that, go check out my main channel where I talk about it more in my 10K special. Being completely honest, I have no idea where the internet is even going at this point. It feels like it's twisting and turning completely out of anybody's control, especially with the introduction of AI really feeding into algorithms. Like, if you literally just Google stuff right now, you are met with AI slop all over the place. Nobody's being able to actually fact check anything, which already was a problem, and now it's even more of a problem, and it's just like a complete nightmare. I used to really enjoy just Googling stuff, just like roaming around the internet. It honestly felt a lot like a labyrinth in a way. It just felt like every day I was going on the internet and seeing something completely new. These days, and maybe part of it is bias for being on the internet for a good amount of time, my entire life, but I feel like I'm just seeing the same thing over and over. Every time I open Instagram, every time I open Facebook, every time I hop on YouTube. Don't even get me started about the YouTube algorithm right now. It is bothering me so much. It is so frustrating how I watch one video that I enjoy, and then all of a sudden I am met with a million recommendations from the exact same creator. I'm sure you guys have experienced this with my videos at some point, where maybe you watch the Hawaii Part 2 video, and then you're like, oh wow, I'm being shown literally 100 million Four Collins Productions videos. And sure, it's cool for the creator, and we get a lot of traction. Also, where's the diversity, you know? If I watch one Schlatt video, I'm going to be met with all of the content from his main channel, then his second channel, then his vlog channel, and it's so annoying. I don't want to see all that. I think there's another factor to all this too that needs to be considered, in how the internet, when it was first around, was a little bit gatekept just simply by, do you have the technology to access the internet or not? I imagine in the 90s, still not everybody had a computer in their house, and even if they did, it didn't run that fast, let alone having access to the internet. And then as phones started to develop, sure, you had access to the internet, but it was slow and it was clunky. And not to mention, people couldn't really record or take pictures that effortlessly and upload them. These days, literally, it's built into the apps on your phone. And it is easier than ever to share your ideas and share your interests. And yet there is no diversity in the content being posted. Or at least the content I'm seeing. Maybe there is diversity in the content being posted. I'm sure there is stuff out there that is very interesting that is not getting noticed simply because the algorithms aren't latching onto it. They're latching onto what is getting traction, which is obviously drama or news stuff or just doom posting. And it's so frustrating. You know, part of me wants to just have websites dedicated to everything rather than these mega platforms controlling all content, right? So like, if there were a couple websites that I could keep bookmarked and like they're really nice forums and like people talking about a lot of my same interests, like that's nice. And that does exist on the internet, but it feels like it didn't quite evolve with the times with social media platforms. Like, how do you compete with that, you know? It is so easy to just open up YouTube and watch whatever is the first thing that comes up rather than having to open up a browser, search for something, and then like, you know, dive into a community there. And I wonder if there could be an app or a website or something where it compiled all of those forums, like kind of like what Reddit does, except less annoying. Reddit, I feel like, used to be that way, where like it had all these forums and all these places that would be interesting. And then the algorithm that they built instead made it so much more like Instagram and stuff. And that is so frustrating to me. Like, if I go to what's popular on Reddit for the day, still, it's so annoying. It's the same stuff over and over. And I'm tired of seeing that. I want to see something new and interesting. So, anyway, this is my little rant video for right now. I have a class coming up soon that I should probably get to. But yeah, thanks for watching this. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. And go join my Discord server if you're interested. We've been having a pretty fun time there. I suck at scheduling events, mostly because my school schedule is the most unpredictable thing ever, but it's going to get better soon, and there's a lot of fun people over there. So, oh, also, next video has been delayed, but it's going to be out sooner than later. My original video got messed up because of YouTube drama stuff that happened with Hermitcraft, and that was so annoying. I literally finished the essay the same day that Iskow posted his I Got Canceled video, which is like, if you want to hear my thoughts, come ask me on Discord, I don't care. Anyway, have a good day. I'm going to my next class. Yeah, okay, bye.